Unearth the untold mysteries of Moses and the Ten Commandments, a tale woven with ancient secrets and mystical connections. Join us on a journey through history as we unravel the enigma of the tablets, exploring the clash of religious practices, the alchemy of divine wisdom, and the hidden threads that bind Moses to the Emerald Table. Discover the convergence of biblical narratives, Egyptian influences, and esoteric knowledge in a narrative that transcends time. Are you ready to delve into the mysteries that history tried to bury? Religious synthesis and divine strife. Throughout the duration of the Israelites' stay in Egypt, the Hebrews of Canaan and Midian upheld their reverence for Enlil-Jehovah, also referred to as El Shaddai, in the tradition of their forefather Abraham. The Sinai region, however, was not part of Canaan, and thus the Aten-Hathor, sun moon, duality dominated the area, similar to the Egyptian worship practices. Upon marrying Zipporah, the daughter of Jethro, lord of Midian, Moses was compelled to integrate the Aten cult with that of the Jehovah to obtain approval for the Israelites among the native Hebrews. To accomplish this, Jethro issued the Midianite Ordinances, which were integrated into Jewish law and linked to the commandments, which were of Egyptian origin. The amalgamation of these practices resulted in opposition from Miriam and Aaron towards Moses. Consequently, Moses was excluded from any priestly office, and the temple function was conferred upon the line of Aaron, particularly his son Eleazar and grandson Phinehas, as stipulated in Exodus chapter 6, verse 25. The Egyptian name that corresponds to Phinehas, meaning serpent's mouth, was Panahasi, who was already serving as the Egyptian governor of Sinai and was also the chief attendant of Aten at the temple of Amarna, as mentioned in the book of Aldred C. Akhenaten, king of Egypt. Moses, Tablets of Testimony. The birth of Moses is estimated to have occurred around 1394 BC, with his initial banishment taking place around 1361 BC and the Exodus around 1334 BC. Given this timeline, it is believed that Moses was approaching his 60th year at the time of the Sinai covenant. This aligns with the common image of Moses as an aged, bearded figure, although some early depictions of him prior to the Middle Ages portray him without a beard and more in keeping with the Egyptian style. The account of Moses and the receipt of the tables of the law in the book of Exodus is at odds with the account given in the book of Joshua and differs from the way in which the story is typically taught. This discrepancy can be attributed in large part to the actions of church authorities, both Jewish and Christian, and has been further propagated by picture book illustrators and the Hollywood film industry. As a result, the popular depiction of this event is that of the finger of God blasting the words of law onto great slabs of rock, which are often portrayed as more akin to weighty tombstones than portable tablets. The book of Joshua asserts that Moses received the laws and ordinances from Lord Jethro of Midian, a direct descendant of Esau. However, the text makes no mention of slabs of stone, only of the Book of the Covenant. Similarly, the Old Testament narrative of Exodus distinguishes between the Ten Commandments and the Tablets of Testimony, which were deposited in the Ark of the Covenant. The Bible explains that God delivered the Ten Commandments to Moses and the people on Mount Sinai, accompanied by a series of verbal ordinances, as recounted in Exodus chapter 19, verse 20 through 23. At a later point, God instructed Moses to ascend the mount, saying, "I will give thee tables of stone and a law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them." Here, two distinct items are referenced: tables of stone, a law, and commandments. God further instructed Moses to deposit the testimony in the ark, as recounted in Exodus chapter 25, verse 16. Exodus chapter 31, verse 18 recounts that he gave unto Moses 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone. Moses' tablets, unveiling Anunnaki's legacy. In the book of Exodus, it is recounted that Moses shattered the original tablets that God had bestowed upon him. Consequently, God instructed Moses to fashion 2 new tablets of stone, upon which he would inscribe the same words that were on the first tablets. Subsequently, God repeated the Ten Commandments to Moses and requested him to transcribe them. This created a distinct divergence between the tables of testimony, which were inscribed by God, and the Ten Commandments, which were transcribed by Moses. Despite the fact that Exodus cites the Lord Jehovah, while Joshua refers to Lord Jethro of Midian, a certain degree of ambiguity has risen regarding the significance of the tables of testimony vis-a-vis the Ten Commandments. Throughout history, the Church has emphasized the latter, resulting in the tables of testimony being overlooked. The utilization of the term stone in the text has led to the notion that the tablets were constructed from granite-like slabs, which is consistent with the well-known stela of Hammurabi, king of Babylon. However, in accordance with Jewish tradition, the tablets were said to have been composed of sapphire, a divine sapphire known as Shetid. The tablets of testimony held within the stone must not be mistaken for the Ten Commandments or the diverse ordinances of Midianite law, whether related by Jehovah or Jethro. Rather, they are intrinsically associated with the original table of destiny of the Anunnaki. This ancient archive is directly linked to the Emerald Table of Thoth Hermes, a figure of antiquity known for his alchemical prowess. According to alchemical records of Egypt, the biblical Ham, a great archon of the Grail bloodline, authored the preserved writings on these tablets. Ham's legacy unveiled, Hermetic wisdom. Ham was the essential founder of the esoteric and arcane underground stream that flowed through the ages. His Greek name Hermes was directly related to the science of pyramid construction, deriving from the word Irma, which means a pile of stones. This is detailed in Thoth, Architect of the Universe, written by Ralph Ellis. The Great Pyramid is sometimes referred to as the Sanctuary of Thoth, a testament to the lasting impact of Ham's work. The Emerald Table is an ancient text held in high esteem for its alchemical formula, which were of great significance to the early mystery schools. However, modern-day Freemasonry has been denied access to the secrets of the text due to the pursuit of a contrived and allegorical ritual, which fails to impart the true art of the original master craftsman. The Emerald text pertains to both the alchemy of base metals and the divine alchemy of human regeneration, in addition to matters of science, astronomy, and numerology. It was formerly referred to as the Tabula Smaragdina Hermetis by Rosicrucian adepts and recorded as the most ancient monument of the Chaldeans concerning the lapis philosophorum, the philosopher's stone. The table was well known to Greek and Roman masters such as Homer, Virgil, Pythagoras, Plato, and Ovid. In later times, the 7th century Stuart Royal Society of Britain, along with the Knights Templars and the Rosicrucian movement, was deeply concerned with the analysis and application of the sacred knowledge. The original Royal Society thrived under the guidance of prominent scholars such as Isaac Newton, Christopher Wren, Samuel Pepys, Robert Hooke, Robert Boyle, and Edmund Halley. Although often admonished by the Christian church authorities for entering realms of heresy, with their insistence that the earth was in solar orbit, and because of their free association with Jews and Muslims, it was from the discoveries of these men that such enlightenments as the law of gravity and Boyle's law became known to the public at large, discoveries that were directly attributed to the ancient archive of the Hermetic table. It's mentioned in the secret teachings of all ages. It is from the Hermetic fusion of glass in early times that we derive the present-day term hermetically sealed glass. As we peel back the layers of history, one question lingers. What if the tablets of testimony held the key to a wisdom lost to time? Join us in the pursuit of ancient truths, where the lines between myth and reality blur. The journey doesn't end here, it only deepens. Subscribe, share, and embark on the quest for the forgotten wisdom that echoes through the ages. The tablets hold secrets. Will you be the one to unlock them? Until next time.